Well, Andy, first of all, congratulations on getting married. And we often heard Novak talk about his recent marriage last year, really sort of settling him down and giving him a renewed focus. And imagining you're hoping for a similar outcome, but how special a day was that as well, first of all?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice. Obviously, you know, I don't know, how you are away from the court, how your sort of personal life is going can, reflect, sometimes on your job and how you're training and performing on the court. So yeah, it was a very nice day. I had a lot of close friends and family there, and yeah, it went really well.
You also arrive in Madrid fresh from that first clay court win in Munich. It was obviously a bizarre week in terms of rain delays and things, but what did that mean to you personally to claim that first clay title?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I'd lost a bunch of. I'd never been to a final on clay. I'd lost a bunch of semi-finals to Rafa. I lost most of them. One or two maybe to Novak as well. But yeah, to win the first tournament was really nice. It was a goal of mine at the beginning of the year when I sat down with my team. To discuss the things I wanted to try to achieve this year. That was one of them. So for me, it was nice, and also the way that it came about as well. It's the third set tie break, and yeah, with all of the rain delays, it was a very, very challenging week. One of the days playing the two singles and a doubles. It was tough, so I'm glad I managed to get through it.
As you say, it had been a long time coming. Why do you think your game hasn't always been particularly suited to the clay, and how hard have you been working every year to improve on that?
Well, I didn't grow up playing on the surface, but I've never played any of the 250 tournaments on the clay, and only played Barcelona once or twice. So when I had been playing on the clay, I'd only played really Monte Carlo, Rome and Madrid. And like I said, often I came up against, when I did do well and was playing well in those events, I came up against Rafa, and obviously his record on this surface is the best of all time by a distance. So, that was tough for me, and because it's not a surface I grew up on, it's not as natural for me, and when I don't play on it for 11 months of the year, it takes me 3, 4, 5 weeks sometimes before I start to feel good on the surface. So it's always been tricky for me.
You mentioned Rafa there. He does arrive as the reigning champion. What do you make of his recent sort of troubles, should we say, not been at his absolute best? I mean, why do you think he's been struggling a little bit, and do you see him returning to his best form soon?
Well, I think obviously he missed a lot of tennis last year, and I know from when I missed 3-4 months with my back, it's not like you just come back after 4 months and are feeling great straight away. It does take time, and then along the way, when you're maybe not playing as well as you would like, you take a few tough losses, and ones that maybe you weren't expecting, and that hurts your confidence. I think that's completely normal and natural. Some people might take them a month or two to get it back. Some it takes a bit longer, and he's also made some changes to his rackets, and I heard that maybe changed back to his original one for this event. So yeah, it's obviously just been a tough period for him to start the year, and I'm sure he'll turn it around soon, because he's a great player with a great attitude and mindset, and I'm sure he'll come back.